Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. You're watching the Geek Show. I am your host, the Geek Guy. Before I start, I make sure I'm wearing my protective gear. And I have my glasses ready. Beautiful. And I also have some protective gloves. But before I put on my gloves, I'm gonna put some music on first, just to get rid of the silence, you know. We're gonna listen an artist called Closed on Sunday, memorize his logo, and check him out on Instagram, Spotify, and SoundCloud. He's a very good music maker. Okay, now the gloves, and we are good to go. Oh, today's show is about a lightsaber Hilt painting. Let's get started. Okay, first of all, sorry about the quality. This part is gonna be a little bit blurry because I forgot to switch off the autofocus, so sorry about that. Yes, I'm recording with the webcam so far. I don't have any DSLR camera. So what you can see now, I'm bending the end of the hilt because it should it was exploding or cutting in half. So those parts need to be bended. I'm using a cloth over there wrapped around the pliers, so I'm not leaving any scratch marks on the saber itself. This part is a little bit speed up because I'm putting together the saber, bending a little bit, putting together, and so on, because I like to see how the things coming together. I like this Star Wars related music though. The bend is finished. I think it's looking okay. I mean, I like how it looks. Now it's painting. You can see I'm just only using a cardboard box and a welding rod sticking through the saber, so it can be painted. I was using a matte black paint because I don't want to be a shiny saber. So matte black it is. And I'm gonna do the same with all of the pommel part as well. Painting it matte black so it's not shiny. After half an hour I'm gonna give them another coat, because 2 coats is definitely better than 1. There you go, the second coat is going on the saber. And now what's happening, I'm gonna remove the masking tape, because I was masking off some parts what need to be still silverish, I mean aluminium color, and I put some masking tape on some threads as well where the lightsaber goes together, so it's not painted, it's gonna go together nice and snug. You can see now the threads are untouched, so they are still have their original color, and I don't need to get rid of any planes, so the pommel part is gonna go together nicely. Over here, I'm just putting the parts together because I like to see what's happening. I like to see the big picture, you know. Okay, now it's gonna be a little bit of dremeling because the lightsaber is scratched in some parts, like it's see on the picture. There. You know those silver lines on the hilt itself. I'm gonna try to replicate those things. By the way, this one over here is just a 3D model from the game itself called Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order. Because this hilt is Cal Kestis' hilt. If you don't know that, well, that's another information for you. So I'm just gonna try to replicate those stuff with the Dremel tool.
I'm right.
Now I'm just cleaning off the hilt itself and get rid of the metal dust and change the Dremel bit so I can go in a little bit deeper so the grooves itself gonna be deeper. Let's clean off the hilt again and get rid of the metal dust. Nice. Now I'm gonna do some weathering on the hilt. You can see I'm using a brown called burnt sienna and a crimson red. This painting is gonna be like a dry paint stuff, so I'm not using any water. By the way, these are acrylic paint, so if you mess up something you can still wipe it off with the damp cloth or with water. You can get rid of with water. So you can see I'm dumping it to the paint and I'm scraping the excess off of the paint on that cardboard board. And when it's only a little bit of paint, I start, how can I say, poke it. Yes, I'm poking the hilt like. So the painting is not like brush strokes, you know, like you usually painting. No, the painting is like poke, 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 random places. That's the thing. You're poking it random places, and you can see I'm gonna do the same with red. So just to imitate the rust, because rust is got a little bit of red as well. But later on I'm gonna add some more brown, different shades of brown, so it's gonna be a little bit more interesting to the eye, not just like straight burnt sienna and red. Just get rid of the red a little bit, because you don't want to paint the hilt red. Just some certain spots and places where you thinking, you know, it's a little bit rusty. Oh yeah, here and there I was sanding it down a little bit of the black paint with the fine sandpaper. You're not really sanding it, you just get rid of the black paper in some places, because this hilt have to be beaten up and used and abused and this kind of thing, you know. I'm just here and there adding brown, and I'm using a Mars black as well, so just tone it down a little bit of the black and red where I thought it's gonna be too much. You can see I'm using a paper towel. That's because I'm just randomly painted the hilt here and there, and then I'm wiping it off with a paper towel, because the paper towel gives a different kind of texture to the paint as well. So it's not just a brush here and there, it's nice and painted. And this is gonna be the final result you can see over here. I mean, not the final result, but the first kind of painting.
This is the way.
That was it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.